Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell as we talk about crypto on today. Crypto. All right. Hey, if you're new, listen, make sure you hit that bell, make sure it dingles to make sure that you get all of my notifications. For those of you that's been with me for a while, hit that like button. All right. We got a lot to talk about. We're just going to get right into it as we go about. I got some windows already ready and some not, but let's just go right into it. All right. So here's a couple of things that's happening with crypto before we look at the crypto charts. Okay. Atkins remarks. So Paul Atkins is the new SEC chair. Remember Gary Gensler? Remember him? All right. Atkins' remarks represent a stark change from those of the former SEC chair, Gary Gensler, who said vast majority of crypto assets were securities under the SEC standard of the Howey test. Okay. How we do them, you know that already. Okay, I'm not even going to go there. Gensler resigned from the SEC in January on the day the U.S. president, when Trump got elected, right? So he's saying that the vast majority of them are not. Here's another thing that I want you guys to realize, okay? I want you guys to realize that the SEC is at the Jackson Hole, speaking, okay? All right. We cannot go about looking at tokens themselves necessarily as being securities, said Atkins, right? So that clears the path. Of course, now the XRP lawsuit is dropped. This gets rid of it. It was a joke from the get-go. They should have never gotten sued by Gary Gensler, who, if you just ask me, you guys know I'm a positive person, Gary Gensler is just as crooked as the road to Hana, for those of you that's been to Hawaii. All right. So what else is going on? There's a lot going on. So now, one of the things I want to play a quick snippet of is this. I said this when we went live 6 days ago on Stock Mo's page. This is what I said. Right now, I would not be chasing. So I go on to say, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, the decisions of today, whether to buy right now that the market is down, is actually an easier decision than it's going to be towards the end of the year. What do you mean by the end of this year, Larry? I believe that crypto in its entirety will be much higher. And a lot of people will not want to let go. All right. So I call this a bear trap because I believe it's a bear trap. I believe that crypto went up and then it went down, right? And then people sell, they're in fear and all of that. That's what a bear does. A bear mauls down, all right? Bulls gouge up and bears maul down. That's why they call it a bull and a bear market. So I believe that this is a bear trap because it's a trap because I believe it's going back up. That's what I believe. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. And I've been steadfast in my convictions. Okay. So I want you to take a quick look at the bubbles right now. Bubbles right now, they look pretty well for the day, right? This is how we're looking today. The hourly is going to look better. You're going to see a lot of green. But for the week, nope. And for the month, more red than green, right? Bitcoin is actually holding this support. It hasn't really broken beneath this support, okay? And so that's what we were talking about. Though it's teetering, it hasn't broke beneath it, all right? Bitcoin itself. And it was holding strong, bouncing off of that support as things were flushing, all right? So let's just take a look at where crypto is right now. You could see here Bitcoin is holding at 114, right? You could see that I would say this is flat. It's given up the 7-day gains, right? And Ethereum actually bounced back. So we did some buying and I bought some Ethereum on yesterday, just like I told you guys. And now it's up 3%. And I did some large purchases on Ethereum. It's up, right? XRP, we're going to call that flat. XRP is flat, 10% down for the week. Now, I want to play something for you because it has to do with XRP, but not just XRP, Ethereum and Bitcoin. I want you to take a listen to this gentleman.
While I think it's really important to understand that there is a mini revolution going on in the banking industry around this technology. And what I've been telling people is decentralized finance was set up, the technology was set up specifically to end around the banks after 2008. Like everything, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, blockchain, like all this technology allows peer-to-peer engagement, right? Now the regulators are saying, whoa, actually, we want to bring this technology that was meant to destroy the banks inside the banks. So we can watch it, we can observe it, we can regulate it, we can monitor it. And that starts with payments. Payments is where all that stuff happens. And so I think it's really a great sign for people in that industry, in the industry providing services to the banks, because the banks are going to have to get their heads around this. This is not, the Fed is saying you're not going to have a choice. We're going to be expecting you to be doing something in this space because that's how we can observe and monitor and regulate you. And so the payment systems, which many of which haven't been touched in decades, are going to have to go through a revolution.
Good people, it's just one of those things that you heard the gentleman. He talked about this revolution, the overhaul of banking, and how they're going to have to adopt this new technology being blockchain technology, and how that's going to affect payment systems, SWIFT. I know a lot of you guys think that XRP is just going to get the entire contract. That's not going to happen. But could XRP actually benefit from this? Absolutely yes. But even said that, and that was about an hour ago, XRP is a little flat. All right, it's flat. It's 293. And I've been saying I would not touch XRP above 3 because it keeps coming back down. Every single time you think it's about to pump, it turns around and takes a dump with the rest of the market. So it's not just XRP, the entire crypto market. Let's just keep it in perspective, okay? But my reason for bringing this up is this could, again, I've been talking about this for a while, though I think the stable coins will be the biggest winners of this, and Ethereum and Bitcoin. But I also think that XRP, of course, you got, what's the other ones? XLM and the other one. Guys, help me out in the comment section. Any other cryptos that are tied to payment, all right? But the most popular is XRP. And let's give it time, good people. I am not against XRP. I want XRP to make it. But I'm realistic with my price predictions, or what I think. I don't make any price predictions, but what I think XRP is going. So if XRP doubles from this, the amount of money I got in it, that's good. If it triples or quadruples from this price, that would be excellent. All right. So we don't have to 10x. We don't have to 20x for me to make money. Follow? And that's what I want you, just exercise a little caution and not mortgage your firstborn. All right. That's all I'm saying. But this is positive news for XRP. All right. Let's keep it going, good people. So remember the index, good people, fear and greed. Look at that. Going the other way. Just like I told you guys, it's just it is the easiest thing you could do is trade off of this indicator. Long as it's going here and you are sure that you're still in an upward trend, and you think, because no one's sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I think that we are going to finish this year and all new highs in Bitcoin and all crypto. That's what I think, okay? Especially October-ish. So let me just say that. By the end of fall, all right? That's what I'm looking at, all right? I know some are looking for winter. I'm looking to exit a little sooner. Of course, I'm going to let everybody in Money Moves know first, and then I'm going to let you guys know. But look at this. We're trending towards fear and extreme fear. And remember, So listen, let's raise your hand. Say me, say hashtag me. Were you buying when it was here? Say a hashtag me, be honest. Were you buying when it was here? Say hashtag me, be honest. Why aren't you buying here? And I'm not telling you to buy. I'm just saying this is the logic that I discuss with myself. All right? Let's put it that way. Look at this. Bitcoin dominance is back up. Look at that. Back up. Now, Ethereum is so Bitcoin dominance is back up from where it was, but Ethereum is coming out of the gate and the others alt season has not woken up yet. Right. Let's look at some outliers. Oh, yes. I want to tell you guys that Chainlink is looking very, very strong. So right now I'm concentrating on the layer ones, and Chainlink is one of the ones that is looking very, very strong. All right, here we got XLM, we got Stellar. Look at that. But let's go back. Chainlink, even the charts are looking very strong on Chainlink, right? Sui got added 2 days ago now to Robinhood, and it's up 1.8% over the last 24 hours. But had we not had this back-to-back bad news, I believe that Sui will be surging. So I am buying more Sui and I am buying more Link. But if you look at Link, it's strong. And I know a lot of you guys are chasing the memes right now. Me, I'm going to wait until they find the bottom. I'm not looking for the bottom in memes, okay? So if you are, good luck to you. Right now, I'm layer ones and then I am actually dollar cost averaging while we're in this price range at 3 times as much because last week I stopped my dollar cost averaging. So now I'm actually quadrupling down daily while we're in this sell-off range. And this is how I do. You let me know how you do. All right. So look at this. We could see over the last 7 days, the last week, Chainlink was down price at 21.74 and now it's 25.90. You could see up 9% over the last 7 days. Over the last month, Chainlink is up 32%. And so that's why this time of the season, I like looking at these layer ones to help me make a conscious decision. You got to have a plan, all right? So you guys let me know what you're looking at as I look at my portfolio. Let me know what cryptos you are looking at. Now, I want to reiterate to you guys that I believe that the run up in crypto summer, instead of it being this long, it's going to be this long. I do believe that after all of these shakeouts, all of these bear traps that are set, and some of them are set on purpose and controlled for people to shake or paper hand, as they say. And then I believe that while you should be accumulating, some of you are in fear, and I get it if it's your first time, and then it'll turn around and come back. And hopefully, these are not facts. This is what Larry thinks. Hopefully, Bitcoin will run up to make new highs. What is the high that I have in my head? Just ballpark. And this is not a prediction, but in my head, I see 150 Bitcoin and I see alt season absolutely starting, but I just see it just running up like daily towards the end because the runway is shorter. Follow? So do you believe that Bitcoin will see new highs by October, like I do? Do you believe alt season will wake up? And do you believe that the meme coins will whipsaw at the end? I do. All right. Let me know about you. All right, good people. I just wanted to bring this news to you today. I'll be back later as it pertains to the stock market. I just wanted to bring this crypto information to you. 2 things. If you are got any type of money in the crypto, you need to take Stock Up You so you could learn how to earn and learn these crypto cycles, learn everything you need to know about crypto. That Stock Up You, check it out. It's going to help you make money. Then secondly, if you want to follow my trades, then join us in Money Moves. That's where I post all of my stock crypto plays, my swing trades, and my long-term portfolios where we have been buying yesterday and today strategically, saving some capital because of Jackson Hole Friday when the Fed actually speaks and he has the power to move both stocks and crypto. All right? We're going to leave it right there. We'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.